Have you asked yourself, how do I become a better property manager? An important skill to keep handy is conflict resolution and negotiation. Learning which skills you need to hone, taking into account the responsibilities of your property owners, tenants, and other employees, makes this a demanding career choice. Maintaining the right balance helps you be successful in different areas of your job, and reducing stress allows for better productivity overall. When managing your own properties, or when you decide to hire a property manager, it requires significant time and effort. When managing your own properties, you must ensure that they are providing a return on investment as well as helping to build your financial security. If you are able to do it correctly, being a landlord can help you achieve your financial goals and provide pride in the quality of housing you have to offer. If things do not go well, however, or if your tenants are unsatisfied with how often inspections occur or eviction timelines progress, it can be very difficult to act on less desirable matters without the necessary knowledge. Know all of these factors before committing, and you will be able to act fairly even if necessary. Luckily for you, core member, we have produced a list of the best real estate advice for managing properties. Remember that while the first step is completing any of these amazing videos, the second and possibly more important step is taking action, even if it's imperfect action. Property management is a time-consuming and difficult process. Even for the most experienced managers, they have to handle constant changes in the market, deal with concerned tenants and owners, manage the accounting and financials, and handle important documents. They also have to attract new clients, make deals, keep their employees motivated and healthy, and stay financially sound. Explore tips and tricks that help you conserve time, whether it's information about property management or something more specific. These tips will help make your work feel less like work. By taking time-saving initiatives, your business can be scaled into a property management company that is efficient by maximizing revenue and zeroing out costs. You are the leader of a team, typically made up of other types of workers, maintenance staff, outside contractors, in-house office staff, and more. As a property manager, you often get pulled into taking care of other people's crises unknowingly. For example, if one of your tenants has a problem that affects their landlord, you need to manage the situation outside of your usual responsibilities. To make sure you keep your properties looking great, stay organized, and meet your goals, these tips will help you manage your properties well. Number 1, be meticulous about tenant selection. One tenant that is hard to manage can bring trouble for weeks or even months. A poorly managed tenant can throw a wrench in your operations. Taking time to carefully find the perfect tenant can help you save a significant amount of money and time in the long run. Choosing the right renter or looking for new tenants can take some extra time to learn your unique business best practices. It is much cheaper to keep a good quality tenant for long term than it is to spend time and money cleaning up after evicting low quality tenants, re-advertising, and risk losing income if you don't have a new occupant instantaneously. That's why tenants should be under your top priority list for every successful landlord. If due to study, you do not have enough time to pick your own tenant, then the paper writer service can save time and help with grades. Ensure your advertisements serve the needs of the type of people you want to attract. If you are looking for high-end executives, advertise on sites like Zillow or Realtor.com. which have high quality photographs of your property and are better focused on professionals. If you're looking for students or young families, ads on sites like Craigslist or even Facebook Marketplace may be appropriate because they are a cheaper option. It is great value to meet the tenants face to face or ask your property manager for a rundown so you know what they think. When tenant rules are explained clearly and being friendly is worn in at all times, you want them to look after your property like how you do so it translates into a long-term relationship. It is important that if you are in a position to provide quality housing, it can be tempting to help family members who could not otherwise afford it. It is important to note that many landlords and property managers advise against renting to family members. Familiarity can be a great thing, but if you have to deal with family under your roof, it can lead to confusion about what is allowed and what is not. Have an honest discussion about expectations before entering into any legal agreements. Number 2, stay organized. Real estate management companies need to know everything about the properties they are in charge of. Property managers should also be organized, knowing how to efficiently accomplish tasks such as filling out documents, meeting deadlines, managing payments, and sending deposit slips, as well as handling visits and rent applications. Using property management software can assist a property manager in more effectively managing real estate. To aid with the management process, efficiency is key. The property must be easily accessible and well organized in order to facilitate rent payments, visit from future tenants, as well as maintenance. Creating schedules for all of this helps keep the whole process running smoothly. In the realm of property management, staying organized is key, as you are managing properties, resources, and people. It also lowers the risk of error when handling important documents. When your company is well organized, it is easier to meet deadlines, which ensure your tenants and your employees' satisfaction. To be efficient, property managers should delegate, know the process, and create a standardized manual with guidelines. To get employees to the same page, it is recommended that property managers create standardized practices for matters that also happen every day. The process can include things like setup playbooks or templates. First, look for a database to store all relevant information. Then use playbooks to document project-based tasks and billing procedures. Depending on how you run your rental property business, best practices vary. Playbooks can help with consistency in your everyday operations and keep everything organized and documented. Number 3, set protocols and policies. Get the lease right. Property managers need to have policies and protocols in place that eliminate miscommunications, potential problems with tenants, as well as provide clear rules that are easy for the property manager to enforce. Property managers should have a set of guidelines they follow when they deal with a tenant's violation in their parking policy. The rules must be in writing and signed by both parties beforehand so the process is clear to all parties involved. Making sure you have the agreement in a way that protects yourself and your tenants is crucial, especially when you have to make sure everyone understands their respective roles. To ensure comprehensive protection, hire a professional who is trained and experienced in lease agreements. A lawyer or property manager will know what kind of things are allowed for all parties and not bite off more than they can chew. The legal language in the lease should help you understand your rights and responsibilities. It will also offer some flexibility depending on the situation, such as if undesirable tenants move in, while still maintaining confidence that you can handle it legally. The idea of how you arable property is to be treated by renters after occupancy can be enticing. You want everything to stay pristine. But they are humans and they may not protect the living spaces in the way you do. It is important to research legalities for your local area before adding clauses that protect property from deterioration. Additionally, you may wish to charge for any potential damage caused by a pet. For example, in many jurisdictions, it is not legal to deny applications without cause. But being able to charge pet fees can help cover costs incurred during the application process. One of the most misunderstood aspects of property management is the fee structure. The fees will eat into your potential returns, but it's important to be aware of them because this will help you maximize your return on investment and reduce stress and hassle for your renters. By knowing what common fee structures exist, you can save time and money by not going through legal complications. Number 4, stay on top of your accounting. Regardless of the size of the property, it is important for the manager to keep tabs on the accounting to help maintain financial health. They may have to attend to some determining financial factors in order to stay on top of their property's accountings. Property managers must focus on the income and expenditure, that is the cash inflow and outflow. They must identify the main sources of the cash flow and implement strategies to increase revenue through different strategies like adding services. The goal being an increase in their property's value. In order to reduce the cost without sacrificing quality, they need to be aware of all expenses. By taking a look further into their spending, they can figure out ways to cut the fat without losing income entirely. One way to reduce liability and increase the value of the properties is by using tools that make tasks easier, faster, and cheaper. Property management can also help further increase cost efficiency. Not ensuring that tasks are properly done the first time will result in lost productivity and waste unnecessary resources. By being organized, one can more easily identify the unnecessary expenses and determine where those losses come from. Proper accounting and management of real estate expenses and staff wages is essential for proper financial management. If you are not able to keep up with keeping organized, consider hiring a qualified bookkeeper who can handle your company's finances without any extra effort on your part. A bookkeeper will ensure that all important financial records of tenants, such as rent and property expenses, are stored in an organized fashion. Additionally, a bookkeeper will be capable of handling other business duties and thus is suitable for busy property managers. Number 5, be smart about property repairs. As a property manager, you have much more than just tenants and landlords. Routine inspections will help you identify problems with your investment properties. Be sure to stay on top of any repairs and maintenance needed to keep clients happy so that your property management business stays profitable. Be thorough when inspecting a property so you can identify potential problems that may give the property a bad reputation. Tenants will also appreciate your responsiveness and be less likely to leave their permanent abode for another one if you take care of repairs and maintenance like a pro. Landlords are responsible for making the properties they lease safe to live in and that they are up to code according to local regulations. When a landlord is responsive in addressing tenant concerns, it lets tenants know that the landlord is committed to upholding their end of the contract. That makes tenants less likely to cause problems down the line. While it can be tempting to go with the first company that calls, you should do your due diligence and get a few estimates. Always make sure you are getting the best value while building a relationship with the owner. Think of it as savings over time as well. It may be worth having a repair fund for emergency situations so you never find yourself without the funds necessary for legal properties. With repairs happening often, consider long-term investments in order to save money in the future. Number 6, it is okay to outsource redundant tasks. Because you can't do everything, sending certain tasks out can save time and money. When the task doesn't require specific training or difficult decisions, outsourcing the job can save you time and money. For example, you could hire multiple virtual assistant teams to update your website listings, answer any rental inquiries, or chat with website visitors about your expertise. Occasionally, outsourcing is necessary, like when you're drowning in paperwork and don't have the time to do your finances yourself. Certain repairs should be outsourced as well, and a professional like Service Master Clean can handle these tasks for you. An apartment that has been soiled by pets should be cleaned by professionals. Number 7, find the right property manager. Becoming a landlord is a risk-free way to create lifelong financial security. You can be liberated, which means you no longer need to concern yourself with the stress of maintaining poorly managed homes. Conduct these basics in order to provide for a solid foundation. Surround yourself with quality professionals, understand and access your rights, and manage your properties efficiently through regular inspections and keeping tenants informed. If you choose to hire from a Northern Virginia property management company, be careful and do your own research. These professionals design risk profile predictions to find prospective tenants. Be sure to ask any interview questions you may have and know what they will do in a tenant-related situation before signing anything. Number 8, protect your well-being. Currently, property management can be stressful and challenging, particularly since multiple properties are experiencing issues simultaneously. You need to set boundaries while also enjoying life outside of property management. After all, wasn't freedom the reason you became a landlord? Protect yourself from loss of income and from problems with your landlord by purchasing landlord insurance. The insurance could also cover malicious damage caused by problem tenants and personal property if you stored it in the building. In some areas, landlords can limit the number of occupants allowed in a residence, which helps protect your property from sabotage. While there are no upfront costs to this measure, many choose to do it as well. Time management is key to achieving work-life balance, so make sure you're on top of your game. Set business hours for yourself and make sure anyone who may need to contact you knows they can do so within those hours only. The world won't collapse if you're not notified about that dripping tap until morning. Setting boundaries with your occupants or property manager will create the work-life balance you have been striving for. Ensuring a financially sound foundation and an affordable lifestyle is a ballgame. To be successful in the property rental business, you should make sure to have knowledgeable managers and contractors at your side, respect the law, as well as be aware of legal rights. By taking these tips into consideration when you first start property management and building a team of professionals who can do this for you, you will be able to enjoy a comfortable life without stress and chaos that comes with poorly managed properties. And that's it for this video, core member. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and if you feel like we have delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person as token of your appreciation for the hard work you put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you will start to see results. See you soon.